Is this, oh, gravity force.
Yep.
Oh, what the heck?
We all play that?
Yep.
You have to hit Shruti.
I was looking to see what showed me the abilities.
I see. You don't have any. It's only mediums that have ability.
So I'll have to play a medium next time.
Well, you can do it now if you want. Mediums have the ability to jump. I think mediums and light tanks and tank destroyers.
Actually, let's see. Holy cow, you're right. The TDs as well. There we go.
Won't change how I'm sitting.
Cool, we're high tier.
Oh, it's not on the moon.
I hope people don't mind that we're kind of shaking up the games a little bit, but I think it's kind of good to do.
Yeah.
Let's get this show on the road.
If you ramp you, it will hurt.
Yeah, I'm trying to... Oh, never mind, he's dead. Can teammates hurt you too?
No, just enemies. Just like warships. I hurt myself though, landing too hard. I got shot and launched. I haven't done squat. Yeah, our team just annihilated, so I didn't really get to do much.
I only got two decent hits, and that was it.
One sec, my cord is getting screwed. There we go. That's one thing that gets annoying with cords, is them getting tangled.
Yeah.
Let's see. That fixed it somewhat.
Hey, you got donuts.
Donuts?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
in the game. I think I did. Items. Got 10 donuts, and then I had doubloons, and I got 18 of those.
Huh.
I'm gonna see if that's actually... I don't want the videos.
I got a lot of videos.
Got missions too that were done.
I'll try the Ram Panzer. The Ram Panzer.
I'm gonna try this just for kicks and giggles. I think the Rompanzer looks pretty cool.
You know what's funny? The U.S. tank that's German. The patent that was given to the Germans.
Kind of weird.
And the reason why it's called the Rampanzer is people like to call it the Ram Panzer because it has a shovel plow in front of it.
Hey, maybe they used it for plowing roads.
Maybe. But do you see the plow on the front?
Let's go!
Uh-huh.
Yep. This thing's actually very good for ramming because that's spaced armor. And spaced armor makes it where you take a lot less damage if you get rammed there. Ooh, I got shot in my shovel. He hit me.
Oh, that went wide.
Ooh, a max roll. I missed. Actually, a tank that should be good in this mode is a tank with high shell velocity, because you're less likely to miss if your shells move fast. Oh, there goes him. How you missed?
We've lost our track! Penetration!
I helped the Leo speed up.
Big guns, by the way, like 152 millimeters and that, you launch smaller tanks. Ah, that hurt.
pushed way too far up. Oh, we're pretty much toast.
Yeah.
That explains a lot.
Yes, at least you rammed me. My tank's very, very strong at ramming.
Yeah, you ate death, but you did twice as much damage to him than he did to you. Hey, senpai.
Hi, senpai.
Oh, he says he's hopping on right now.
Oh yeah, he could join us. Because if the it's now finally 3-man platoons instead of 2.
Whoops, wrong button.
What happened?
I was trying to exit out of there and accidentally exited out of the game. It happens. I mean, I do stupid things sometimes. Oh, he's trying to get TeamSpeak as well. Dave won't mind. Okay, I'm in the platoon. Trying to see where you can use I forgot where it was for the donuts and all that stuff.
I'm guessing in your camo, because there's an attachment slot. If that's what you mean, or if it's a consumable, it'd be inside of the storage container, the box on the right. I mean left, the box on the left. It may be that.
It was an item that you could use to trade in for stuff.
Is that this up? Oh.
Let's see what they say here. Yeah, it's the Harvest Parade. So you have to play tier 4 or higher, and you have to get at least 200 experience to get a donut. And that goes up. Keep them as souvenirs in your storage, or put them together to exchange for free XP.
So they're basically worthless.
Well, you can also get a tank, gold, you know the gold certificates, or one other thing. Ooh, you're playing a heavy.
I was thinking about it, but like this thing can ram hard, but the issue is you're a big target.
Yeah. That cupola is usually what makes me nervous.
Well, no, the thing is, if you get hit by enemy shell, it rocks your tank.
Oh, I gotcha.
I'll play this thing. This thing's a heavy that, for some reason, is stupidly fast. It has like 20 horsepower per ton power to weight ratio. This thing's way faster than it should be. The Chrysler. You ready?
Uh-huh.
4, 3, 2, 1, blast off!
But I'm shy. Looks like everyone's in 8s now.
Auf geht's!
Let's do this. Yeah, now we're on the moon. That's a low.
Kritischer Treffer!
I got a crew hit on BK.
Der ging voll durch ihre Panzerung! Volltreffer! Eine unserer Ketten ist zerstört! Wir sitzen fest! Kette wurde getroffen! Sie kann jeden Moment reißen! Eine unserer Ketten wurde getroffen! Wir haben sie nicht mal angekratzt! Kette beschädigt! Das muss wehtun!
Ah, got me.
Zerstört!
Yeah, I'm screwed. Yep.
Yeah.
I guess a Dr. Disrespect camo. Wow, that was a nice shot by the AMX there.
Yeah.
We tried our best. I don't think I did that great that match, but there's more matches to come.
Well, that TD's not walking that off.
Defender Mark 1. Okay, tier 8's only again. Oh, someone's actually playing that tank, the Cannonian Jagdpanzer. I own that tank. It's a German stealth tank destroyer. Just, I don't really know how good it'd be, because, you know, on Blitz, it's not, stealth really isn't that good of a thing on here.
Yeah.
The maps are too small. I'm heading left. I got shot. H-Wayne defender. Behind us, there's a mouse prototype. I broke his engine. That means dead. Whoa, I'm getting shot from across the way.
Ah, damn it.
Ow. Ah, someone threw off my shot. Ow. Ah, I got shot by a scorpion.
You got lucky there.
Itch. Ah, I'm dead. I guess let's head back to garage. I'll play a stealth tank.
Yeah, I was trying to help you out, Senpai, but there was a bit of a crossfire going and I got caught in it.
I could play the Canyonian Jagdpanzer. Let me see what its big deal is. If I go to rank, go to tech tree, I can look at its gun. Its gun's gonna be its prized possession. 8-second reload, that's not bad. 350 good pen. Okay, it's it looks like it's like the Leopard's gun. The Leopard 1's gun at tier 8. What I'll try to do is I'll just sit in the back and jump up in the air and shoot them. Cause that's what I noticed a Scorpion twice in a row was doing. He would use this boost to fly into the air and then shoot.
I tried doing that, but my shots kept on going wide.
Yeah. But the best thing to do is to right-click on the target and then jump up in the air, and then once your gun aims by not moving your tank, you fire.
I gotcha.
Like, the sliding. This thing's too light for gravity. Wow, we're all just sitting here.
Including the heavies.
Up there's someone, a Chrysler.
Punch right through their armor.
I missed. That spot's not very convenient for flying shots. Caught the Chimera. Got the Chimera again. Got the Chrysler.
Enemy is hit.
Branch 1.
I missed. This map's kind of hard to get shots at long range on a wild.
Nothing I could do there.
Yeah, our team evaporated.
The 2 heavies decided to back me out, which was cool.
Yeah.
But then they didn't stop. They just kept on pushing, and it's like, take them out one at a time. Don't try to take them all on.
Yeah. Oh, back to the garage.
Oh, he's gonna buy the Object 244.
Object 2, which tank is that again? The object tanks are kind of hard to remember because, you know, they don't really have a unique name.
Kind of like the German destroyers.
Yeah, with those, it's fine. There's like the Z23, the Z42, and the Z52. If I remember correctly. So the object. If I remember correctly, that's a flat tank, isn't it? Object.
He's laughing.
244. Is that what was? It's a tier 6 premium. It's the prototype. It's the IS-1 with 85mm, if I remember correctly. The 85 Z6 or ZIS6 or something like that. Yeah, that's it.
Is that 6?
Yeah. Or no, it has a different gun. It's the 85mm D-5T-85BM. So you bought that?
I think he did, yeah.
Okay. We're doing 6. Let me see what 6s I have. Heck, I want to try this thing. I just need to put something else on it. We're doing 6, just to let you know, Dad.
Okay. I guess I should say too, the special day was the fact that I got a year older.
Yeah, it's my dad's birthday.
A year older and I'm still pretty damn disturbed.
Aren't we all? The hard thing is picking a tank you want to play.
Yeah, that's what I'm...
What gun does this thing have again? It's a big gun, yeah, 32 pounder. 32 pounder with cheese. That'd be a pretty big hamburger, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Senpai.
I'll try this, because this thing has armor. Not the greatest armor, but it has armor.
gonna play the Magnus.
This is Magnus.
This is a Magnum and it's not a condom. There we go. Let it be full screen, and it was full screen, and Wiffles saw that that was good.
Looks like a lot of people are playing the higher tiers for gravity.
Yeah. Will probably be low tier by the looks of it. Oh honey, I am slaughtering tanks. That's always a fun thing to do. Go out of your way, say hi, paste people. Damn, they like to make you wait.
Yeah.
Should be enough now. Nope.
Well, everyone else is getting matches besides us.
Because we're not worthy. The music's kind of soothing.
Music?
Yeah, the music in the game. continue to wait. Damn.
We may have to pick a different.
Tier?
Yeah. Wargaming saying no to this tier.
Well, and it's funny because look how many are in 6.
Yeah.
And 4's really, I mean 5's really dependent on 6, so. Well, that's the case. I'm going to do a nature call while we're waiting.
Okay.
I should have taken a crap too.
Should we try a different tier?
Yeah, I think we're going to have to. Or we'll eventually drop at like 20 minutes.
I'll give it a few more seconds just to see. Okay, yeah, back.
Right.
I have to do a different thing because I didn't like that.
What tier do you want to do?
Let's try. I guess let's try 7, just because 6 obviously wasn't working. That seems like a bad idea. I'll play the Valkyria Chronicles Sherman, which is better than a normal Sherman.
I'll have to wait for Senpai. There he goes. One more tier lower, Senpai. We're doing 7s. I was almost tempted to do the Annihilator.
Annihilator probably isn't actually that good in this mode just because of how easy it is to throw off your aim.
Yeah. You'll get the first hit and never the other two.
Oh, and also recoil. This
Yeah.
recoil's huge.
Got
The key.
7. Oh, he's getting a Pharaoh back. Oh, he's doing 8s.
We can move up.
I think we're gonna have to.
Oakley dokley. For grinding credits, higher the tier the better, so that's good at least. I'll try the Sue 130. No armor, but it's stealthy. And I'm gonna try to do jump shots again. That's a partial turret. It can aim from left to right, but can't aim behind itself. Down, I'll drag you face down. Wanna know how I got these scars?
My mother.
Do you know what this tank's called?
Huh.
Scarface. That's a skin's name on it. But Scarface was a mafia person, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was a nickname, and then there's a movie.
I see.
Well, there's a movie. I don't know if it's based on a real person.
Maybe. Easiest thing to do is just look up, come on, Google Chrome. Okay.
Because I know Al Pacino played him.
Yeah?
And that's really the movie that put him on the map.
Who's this? Status. Okay,
Ooh. Senpai's actually gonna buy TeamSpeak. That's right, because he doesn't have a PC.
Al Capone. That's who Scarface is based off of.
Which Al Capone was out of Chicago. You know what's really funny with that?
Oh, what?
Capone was the most notorious in Illinois, but he wasn't the first mobster there. There was actually a family out of central Illinois to the west of it,
Yeah?
known as the Loonies.
Are they the ones that made the Looney Tunes? I'm just kidding.
They actually had a hitman. And
Yeah?
he was nicknamed the Angel of Death.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
They actually have a movie based on it called Road to Perdition with Tom Hanks. But it's not accurate with all the characters. Senpai's getting a PC soon.
Oh, awesome! And then you can play Warframe. Warframe's a great game. You can also play Blitz on PC, though Blitz is probably honestly easier on phone, like handheld devices, because wargaming gives handhelds very, very, very high assistance. I learned that because I tried playing Blitz on my Switch, and my Switch had the same assistances.
God, this one's got to wait too. Oh, there we go.
You just had to bring up.
Trash and trash.
Wanna know how I got these scars?
I think
Okay,
it started
I
this.
uploaded.
I think it started this late.
Yep, I think so too, and it's a little laggy. At least for me, I don't know about you.
A little bit.
I broke his track. Holy crap, I launched myself pretty far back. Bye-bye.
Object 252's coming up.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Haha.
Oh, I see behind us. I smacked him good. There's a Chimera behind you guys. I missed the Chimera. The shelf loss is pretty low on this gun.
This vehicle has had it.
You guys are getting smacked around. Oh,
Yeah.
you're dead.
Yeah, they had a Ferdinand with them. Yeah, we all loaded in really slow.
I missed. Oh, stop.
I hate that.
See, oh wow, I actually blocked it. I have no armor. That was very lucky. He hit my track and he damaged it, but he didn't actually pin me. I bounced. I hit the one red spawn as tank. Yeah, big guns means big recoil, if you've noticed.
Yeah.
I hit his track.
Sometimes caught in yeah, he was caught in a crossfire. I did the same thing.
I bounced again off a tank with no armor. And I don't know how that missed. What?
Oh, Senpai saying lag.
Yeah, there's some bad lag. I broke my track.
You broke
Did
your...
that so it wasn't just me that felt pretty laggy?
No, I was hitting little lag spikes too.
I guess let's head back to the garage.
That was pretty brutal.
Yeah. The tank is back. We tried playing sixes, Senpai. We were taking too long. It was taking. We were in there for 8 minutes without a match.
Oh, he
But
said
yeah.
I regret nothing for that last match.
Yeah, I'll play a heavy. I'll play this tank, which this tank's actually pretty good. The Skoda. Go to T56.
Haven't played this in a little while.
That tank should be pretty good, though you have a giant silhouette, just to warn you. Yeah, instantaneous match when we play 8. We couldn't get a match when we played 6, though.
Yeah.
Like, that was no wait time.
Or 7. 7 was a pain too.
Let's go!
Okay, push. Okay, we have the Tier 7 Japanese Heavy, the Juto. The good thing about this tank is it's flat. It's a very flat tank, so I can take more aggressive locations. Oh, hi there, Sue. I did not see you. Or whatever that CC tank is. I think that's an Italian tank destroyer. Oh crap, that's a tank that I can't really do much against in the front. Ah, I missed. Focus gun. I'm going to your flank. I can't do much here.
Enemy is hit.
Oh, you missed.
Ah, RNG.
The commander is knocked out.
I'll try. That was a bad decision on your part, BK. My tank's actually too short for you.
One of our turrets is gone. We can't move. We've hit them hard. Double hit. We're lucky it didn't blow. One of our gas tanks ruptured. We're low on fuel. We nailed them bad. We're
Yeah,
done
there
for
wasn't anything to do there.
Ah, son of a dick.
Down. Mine, mine, mine.
I think this should be. Give me back my mouse, Wargaming. Oh. Let's see, with how these matches are playing, something with a lot of firepower.
Hey, look at that.
Oh.
We were all in the top 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it wasn't us.
Well, we had the ISU 152 had 0 damage.
Ah.
The Su 152 had 38 damage. And then we had the Juto only had 273.
Juto was kind of outclassed, though. In terms of his weight class. enhanced
Try that again.
tracks. I'm gonna play this Chinese tank destroyer. They never fade away.
You yeeted the LT 100.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, he was chasing me because I put a big hurt on their VK and he didn't like it. Well, it's always been same tier or top tier. That's good.
Yeah.
I guess I will head. I guess left. That guy's speaking Russian. Found 2 people. Get out of thy way. Seriously, get out of my way. You're gonna get me killed. Wow, he got annihilated.
They played ping pong with his corpse.
Enemy is
Oh, he
hit.
felt me there.
We've lost
we
half
got
our
flanked.
engine power.
Haha, you didn't do squat to me. Oh, that hurt though. Scorpion really hurts.
Ah.
Flip to myself. Uh-oh, I'm coming to try to help. I think you're toast though.
Yeah, I don't have the health.
You're done for. Get out.
We were
I'm gonna
getting flanked, so I was trying to stop the counter. But
I'm gonna try to help with the IS. I'll let that medium get that guy. I'll go deal with the auto-loading heavy tank. Bye-bye. I bounced.
nice.
Wow, that was a landslide.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a donut there, so I think you have to win and have a certain amount of experience.
I haven't been getting any donuts.
Senpai said he was like choo-choo at the STG. Yeah, we were second, third, and fourth.
What I will play. never fade away. What a thing of beauty.
You really think so? Or should I put more makeup on?
Top tier.
Woohoo.
Let's get this show on the road.
Ah,
Everyone's-
recoil messed up that last shot.
We got 'em. We nailed 'em.
The only thing you should feel when you shoot someone is the recoil. That's also from StarCraft. That's probably from something else that, you know, a reference from that StarCraft was making. Oh. Back it up. Ow. Why is it choppy? Ah, that hurt.
The commander is hurt.
That hurt
He can't
too.
focus.
Senpai,
What happened?
I got in his way accidentally.
Oh,
We've lost the track. We're immobilized.
Figures. I'm immobilized. There we go. Yeah, nothing I can do. Not with a fixed turret. No, I stayed on the side that Senpai and I started on,
yeah.
thinking I would back those that were there. Almost the whole team, theirs and ours, went to your side.
Yep. Oh, I think I'm dead. Bye bye.
God damn. Good ducking. Oh, wow. Your tank's being held together by paper clips and bubble gum. Ah. Wow. You're sitting there waiting for him.
He has 5 kills.
Yeah, he nuked that scorpion out of the air. Okie dokie, senpai.
Oh, what's going on?
He said he's gonna be switching accounts.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
What's up?
I saw what you did.
You're going to get what you deserve. I'll give you control. Connection lost.
Is that what it said? Oh, I see.
That's what it says right there. I'd rather die than give you control. So are we going?
He's switching accounts.
Okay. Going to get what you deserve. You're going to get what you deserve. Like that. Oh, I see. That's where the donuts were. I couldn't see that because I was in the different screen.
I gotcha.
Yeah, that looks like a premium donut in order to get the T-34E3, which it's an okay tank.
I just don't know where you spend them.
Well, you spend them. Here, I'm going to get rid of that. You spend them in the event area. If you go to your garage, it's in Harvest Parade.
Oh, I see. This is clean. Cool.
Be a great big apology. Terrible lie.
I need 4 more deer nuts and I can get the second one. Oh, he's in here. Oh,
Yep.
2 platoon.
I may try this, so I doubt I'll be useful. I've never really been that good with this tank. It's a glass cannon. It has some armor, but that armor's not really that useful. We're doing 10.
Not the best with E100.
You have E100 too.
Yeah.
It's gonna be old German. I might as well play a German. So I have this tank. Oh, consumables. I am missing consumables.
We're all chunky. Well, you and I are, senpai.
Okay, there we go. I had to buy consumables because I was missing some for some reason. Also, wait, why is this wearing a grandma sweater?
It is?
Yeah, that's what the camo's called, a grandma sweater. Take it away from me. I'll do that one. Down, down. Wow.
Oh, where have the matches gone? Oh, there they are. Oh. If I remember, this thing's got really good armor in the front, and it's slower than Snot.
It's actually fairly fast. It has decent speed, good all-around armor. The armor you want to like angle. Whenever you don't face enemies, you angle at enemies, and basically after every shot you want to angle your turret where it's at, angle towards them.
Okay.
Your the E100 is all about your angle. Angle's its biggest strength. Your armor's fairly weak head on, but when you angle it, it's very, very strong. And by fairly weak, I mean like your armor head on isn't as good as a mouse, but if you angle it, then it's just as good as a mouse. It's just your lower plate. They still probably have a decent chance of penetrating your lower plate.
Which means you gotta protect it.
Yep. And you do have a cupola. It's just a tiny little bar on top of your turret. That and on the front of your tank, there's a little bar at the bottom of your turret that they can penetrate too. E100's was one of my favorite tanks when I was on console.
Do you like it on here?
I haven't gotten it on here.
Oh, wow.
I went for other tanks.
I think Richard went to bed.
Oh.
But I haven't played 10s in a really long time.
And temps on here is a lot different than on warships.
Yeah. He said, oh, my Lord Nemesis Prime account on North America has got tier 7 and collectible PZ for Gargoyle.
Oh, yeah, the Gargoyle's a pretty good tank. It's the Panzer 4H, but with the 105mm howitzer.
I learned something new.
Oh, what?
On the Iowa ships, and I guess this is common for most U.S. ships and other nations as well.
Yeah.
Do you know how many training rounds they had?
I'm guessing like 10.
Well, they had about 100 per ship.
Yeah.
But they actually had two different types.
Ah.
And they had one that was rifled for shooting.
Yeah.
One that was smoothbore that was meant for carrying. So they can get used to the weight and know, you know. So that was kind of brutal because they made him manually carry it up the 6 floors.
Yeah.
In case the equipment got damaged. That's just brutal, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, he said if I got the TOG 2 on this account, we could be a trio of trains.
I actually have the TOG too. I think you do too, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Choo choo, bam! I still that was a trip with Jingles.
Yeah.
That he was involved with Desert Storm, and he, if you listen to the radio feeds,
yeah,
through the Missouri or any of the other ships that were there, you can
Yeah.
actually hear Jingles talking over the radio.
Oh.
Oh, Senpai said, why am I the only one that doesn't have it?
Oh, the Tog too. I think I earned mine from an event.
I think it was the same with me. Wow, this is one hell of a wait.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't like us playing tier 10 either. It just 8s it likes.
Feed me 8s, I'm hungry.
It may also not like us all playing the same
The same tank type? Yeah.
Yeah. I may switch to a tank destroyer just to see if it
Should I change too?
well, I'll just see if me changing is good. Actually, you know, I can play the Sheridan missile with its rockets.
He said, man, that means I need to buy mystery crates.
When is the future? Oh yeah, they removed premiums from the tech tree, didn't they? So you can't even buy it. Because the TOG 2 was a tech tree premium. I think it was like 1,500 gold or something like that.
I wonder why they did that.
They said it was to clean up the tech tree. PC did the same thing with a lot of the low tiers. They removed, they made a lot of the low tiers collectible tanks to clean up the tech tree, and the only way to get them was you had to buy them. You either had to own them beforehand, or you had to buy them from the shop as collectible tanks. Not like these collectible tanks, but as their own designation. There's not that many lights in here. That's why I went for a light.
Makes sense.
There's a lot of heavies, mediums, and tank destroyers, but like I'm one of 2 lights in the queue right now.
He said, imagine Big Boss being used for tier 1 through 4.
Well, then you just play like the Panzer B2 or something.
A lot of tank destroyers.
And let's see if it actually gives us a match.
Oh, he said the PZ2, the machine gun boss.
The Panzer II, I remember how people were saying how overpowered it was, which, granted, it had a lot of armor for tier 3, I think it was. Tier 2 or tier 3. But there were a lot more overpowered tanks down there. It was surprising how many overpowered tanks were getting made for those low tiers. Well, for tier 4, one of the ones that was stupidly overpowered was the Valentine, I think it was. The Valentine the Valentine 2, I think it was, which was Russian. That one was pretty overpowered at tier 4. So was the Panzer B2, but I think that one was actually easier to take out than the Valentine. And there were a few others. D28 1940 was a pretty strong one too. They had an 85mm gun at tier 4. Come on, game.
Let us in. I want to find new and unique ways to die.
Let us in, let us in, let us in.
Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. Let us in, or I'll huff, I'll puff, I'll your house down.
Oh.
Oh, Senpai
Huh?
was saying they lowered the PZ2 armor, and he said he hopes they buff the E100 hull turn.
I mean, does E100 turn slow in this? And wow, it really doesn't want to have this play.
He said, Yeah, the Q's making me go,
Should I try a different tank again? Yeah. I guess let's heck, this is a tank I really like. The Type 71. Oh, did you notice that? The camo.
Oh, wow.
When I have this thing, that's a good tank.
I wonder if it's 'cause we have two of the same tanks.
Maybe. Actually, if you want to talk about overpowered, this thing's the overpowered design. All they see is your gun mantlet. I would say go for that one, Dad. Oh wow, I don't have ammo on you. Why? Did they change something about this tank? Why does it have no ammo? 12 premium, 6 HE, and 30 armor piercing. I need to check this tank real quick. What did they do to the tank that I liked? 10-second reload. It does good. Did they change its armor? Oh, I still have the tier 9 on this line too. My crew's also not 100% on it. Let's do it. We'll try it again.
Now watch, insta drop.
A lot of tank destroyers.
You were the only light tank. Maybe that's what it was having a problem with. Yeah, it is weird. We've noticed their patented matchmaker and warships is weird. And they shouldn't have patented it.
That's how everyone learned how bad their matchmaker was, is because they patented it with the U.S. government.
Yeah. Which I actually thought was funny considering the company's out of Cyprus still. Well, thank you. Alex Precopy is following us now.
Oh, thank you for following. And welcome to the Q simulator.
Yeah, way too much waiting.
Oh,
Actually-
while we wait. Huh?
Actually, it's not that bad compared to warplanes. It's nice to meet you, Alex. Yeah, Senpai saying tanks is doing their fun time happy positions.
I need to mute that.
Yeah, we shake it up every once in a while with games like this, but we normally play a lot of Warframe, but as of late we were kind of getting into a warships kick. Wow, 2 minutes, almost 2.5 minutes. And the waiting continues. Oh, Senpai was saying that we should try being lights and see what happens.
We could. We all have the Sheridan, don't we?
I think so.
The Sheridan missile, because I think I actually had you rush for it. Yeah, okay, you did.
I suck with the missile, but
Yeah, the missile. It's laser guided. That's not a deal, Wargaming.
what?
They're saying a tank, and a tier 7 tank is worth $54, but they're cutting it down to $12. If you're going to say that, Wargaming, at least lie better. I know the value of these tanks. That's not worth $54. $12 is fine, but you shouldn't be saying that this bundle was $54. Here, we'll try that. 2 lights and a heavy. See what we get. We get insta drop.
Senpai was saying my brain had a stroke last match. I screenshotted the tunes. You have to see it after this. Now I'm curious.
At tier 9, I have a tank that has over 2,000 meters a second shell velocity.
Damn.
It's basically a railgun, because that's very, very fast shells. It's not like Mach... It's either around Mach 4 or it's around Mach 9. I don't think it's around Mach 9.
Well, also the speed's relative to elevation.
Ah!
Because I think it's 670 at sea level. And then like at 30,000 feet, it's going to be about 350 or 400 miles an hour. Something like that.
Let's see.
Higher.
I'm checking Google. It's around Mach 6.
Damn. Tim Taylor said, I'm here now. I'm getting ready to log in for more gold boosters.
Oh. Hopefully you find a match before we do.
Yeah, patience is a virtue unless you're in queue. Then the patience
if
is
we
in the
can't
hospital.
get a match here, the thing I would recommend trying is playing tier 9.
Okay.
Because tier 9 has almost no tanks, so we're probably more likely to get a match.
Against 10s.
Yeah. Which the 9s are actually capable of fighting 10s because they have tier 10 guns. The big power jump is 8 to 10, 5 to 7, and 6 to 8, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess 7 to 9. That's where +2, -2 is awful for tanks. It's because from 5s versus 7s, the power, there's such a big difference. And same thing with 7s versus 9s. And 6s versus 8s. So there's just a huge gap between them. And that's where when I was playing on console and they had +2, -2, it was sometimes not that fun to play because the game would constantly throw you against 2 tiers higher, and it's like the only way you could get through them is if you shot their weak spots with premium rounds.
That's brutal.
Yeah.
Well, it's the two things in warships you can always expect.
Yeah.
There's always going to be at least one ship in a line that's going to suck. And
Tanks is like that too.
there's certain tiers, like, because it's +2, -2. 5's always hard because you get used to dealing with the +1, -1. And I would say probably, like for aircraft carriers, the worst thing to be in is a tier 8. Unless you're on the Colossus.
With tanks, they usually have 1 or 2 tanks that they're just pure awful to play. But they're decent when they're fully upgraded, but when they're not fully upgraded, and sometimes they're not even decent when they're fully upgraded, they're just awful to play because, like, the thing that Wargaming likes to do, you have a heavy tank that with that its stock engine, it only has like a horsepower to weight ratio of like 7. And so the tank could go up most at like 15 kp, km an hour, so you can barely move anywhere. And then your gun will have like one of the tanks, your gun will have like it'll be like a tier 4 gun, and you're like a tier 8 tank.
Oh god, that would suck.
And it's like, yay! I don't know how I'm supposed to fight other tier 8s, let alone like tier 10s.
But nothing at tier 8. Tier 10 they had a buttload, and now it's down. Oh, it's back up to 13.
I would say let's try 9. In between, let's see. This is a tank that has whoa, oh, the rank thing. This is the tank that has the super high velocity rounds. I should be able to see it if I look at my ammo, right? There should be a stat, unless they changed it. You used to be able to see your shell velocity on the tank. And this tank with let's see.
What does that do?
What?
Oh, so they do give out rewards now
For what?
for raising the rank of your tanks.
There's no rewards. It's still ego. The silver thing that you're seeing, that's to raise the rank of your tank.
Well, I was looking at the bottom where it says rewards.
Well, no, those aren't rewards. That's
Oh.
that's the medals you've gotten in the tank.
I gotcha.
Senpai?
Yeah, we're gonna try 9s and see if we can get in.
We weren't having any luck at 10.
Well, we were that was almost 20 minutes with the 10s. Oh, that's cute. The little drone above your tank.
Yeah.
He's happy. Now he's blank.
Holy crap, I have 88 slots.
I've only got 53. I don't have all the equipment on this.
You don't?
Uh-uh.
Well,
Hey, wake up.
He says he only has the 100.
I see. Well, let's still try. Maybe we'll have higher luck because we're putting ourselves to a disadvantage. Taking me where I want to be. I'm taking a ride with my best friend.
Depressed mood.
Yep. One of the songs I like by them.
Tina Root did a cover of it
Oh,
in her side project, Troy Lux. I was actually shocked that when her and Susan broke up from Switchblade Symphony,
yeah.
that she just straight up quit. Because, I mean, she actually has a really good and distinct voice. But now she does real estate.
She probably got sick of singing. Well, when you do stuff enough, eventually you get sick of it, even if it's something you really liked.
Well, and I know that afterwards she got married and had
Yeah.
a kid, so
Ah,
those could be mitigating factors in it as well.
remember who's wearing the trousers.
Member of Friends Past.
Because we're the only tier, well, there's one other tier 9 than us. And a bunch of 10s. We're failed platooning. We should have a higher chance because we're putting ourselves at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Just to see if it actually happens. Does it surprise you that this tank has such a high shell velocity? The
Yeah.
K91?
Yeah, to put it
2,000
lightly.
meters a second.
It's a petro version of a tank.
The only thing is, shell velocity doesn't really improve your penetration on here. The only good thing about shell velocity on tanks is it based how your round acts, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And because of how high the shell velocity is on this tank, it's almost an instantaneous hit, so you don't have to worry about leading in that.
You know what's funny with that?
Oh, what?
So it's a legitimate advantage here. A lot of times with the Soviet ships,
Yeah,
that's why they always get overpens.
I see.
They punch
But-
through the ship and then blow up on the side of the ship.
Do you know what happens when your shell velocity is too low?
Huh.
Instead of the tank's shooting rounds, it lobs the rounds.
So almost like a mortar.
Yeah, but it can actually make it hard to aim. But some tanks, one of the things you can do is like if you lock onto a tank that's behind cover, you can sit there because your tank will automatically aim upwards.
Uh-huh.
You can actually shoot and the round will lob itself over the cover. So it's actually an advantage. It's just if you're not using cover like that, it's not that useful.
I gotcha.
But that's also how it was on console. I would have to play a low velocity tank on here to see if it's the same.
I didn't realize this thing's got 2 cupolas on the top.
Yep, it has a gunner cupola and a commander cupola. I think that's what it is. Yeah.
So those 2 in the lower part of the hull are going to be the weak spots.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't know what it's called. The lower part of the hull in the front.
If I thought you meant on top of the turret because down there,
Uh-huh.
if there's a cupola down there, that's for the driver. It's the driver's hatch. It's like my tank has 2 cupolas. Well, they're not really cupolas; they're viewports. One's for the commander, and the other one's for the gunner.
Some of the tanks, it was pretty interesting how creative they got with trying to make viewports where the person wasn't literally looking straight out.
Yeah.
I mean, you look straight out. It's like, oh, look, a shell's coming right at my face.
Heck, it really doesn't want us just to play around this tier. Can you touch it? Alrighty, guys, here we go.
Oh, don't sell your E100.
Yeah, don't sell it.
He says, I know how much is going to be a pain. Yeah, it's going to pain him, but he might sell the E100 to make this match making faster.
I would say, don't worry about. Don't do that. It's usually never worth it to sell tech tree tanks because Wargaming goes out of their way to screw you money wise.
Yeah, they always gouge you.
I would say it's just around this tier we're getting screwed. I would say let's go back to 10 dad and see if we'll try a bit more at 10. Too bad the Japanese tanks don't have hydraulics like they do in real life. Japan has some of the best hydraulics in the world. That's one of the main areas that they focused on. Their tanks have hydraulics, which that may sound weird, but actually massively it gives them a massive advantage on in like mountainous terrain and stuff like that, because they can tilt their tank to take shots that other tanks wouldn't normally be able to take.
I'm sure it makes the stabilization of the hull a lot better too.
Yeah, Japan has fantastic stabilizers on their tanks.
In the waiting we continue.
Can you touch it? Get ready, guys. Here we go. Yeah, hydraulics sound weird on a tank, but they're actually a massive benefit in combat.
Well, you think about it, it's a type of stabilizer.
Yeah.
And they have, they have stabilizers in vehicles nowadays. I mean, even if you look at stuff like Robot Wars or BattleBots,
Yeah.
a lot of those have got pneumatic, a form of pneumatic, which is a type of hydraulic stabilizers, and even with some of the weapons.
I can tell you what type of stabilizer Japanese tanks have, because they actually have it on the Wikipedia page. I think it's hydro-pneumatic suspension. And their hydro-pneumatic suspension is one of the best in the world, because they focused heavily on improving it. They've been using on their tanks for decades.
You know what's funny with that too?
What?
Well, I was saying about this. I wonder, with the people that develop like some of the revolutionary pneumatic suspensions.
Yeah.
If they go around and do speeches, because I used to watch, when you were little, I used to watch BattleBots all the time.
Yeah.
And it was Robot Wars back then, and it was in England.
Yeah.
And they had one called Razor, and it looked like a cross between a bird and a snake.
Yeah.
And the spike on it, they could get like 9 tons per square inch on it, and it was all pneumatic.
But hey, Dad.
Huh.
So like the Type 10, it has hydro-pneumatic suspension, and its transmission is hydraulic mechanical transmission.
I wonder how that works.
Well, hydraulic mechanical. That's tied into why because like the STB1 and it can actually go like, you know how those vehicles the lowriders where they could move their tires up and down, they can bounce in that.
Uh-huh.
That's a simple, the simple type thing. The Japanese tanks, like the SV1, they can actually lean their entire tank from side to side and from back to front. They can actually lean their tank forward where it's angled downward, and they can use ridge lines where their tank looks like it's flat, but they're using a ridge line. But like it's not flat compared to the ground, but it's flat with the ridge line, like the angle
I
and
gotcha.
stuff like that.
Senpai was...
Huh?
Oh, go ahead.
And if they have a ridge line on their side, they can do the same thing where they lean their side to the ridge line, and they can actually angle it to the ridge line. But go on.
Senpai was saying best Tokyo Drift.
Tokyo
Which-
Drift.
Well, it's another type of maneuvering that the Japanese developed for street racing.
Yeah.
That they're the only ones that could do street racing in parking garages,
Yeah.
and the best drivers won't wreck their cars, and they'll be going faster than all hell around those turns. But they can. I'll have to show you. I mean, they use the e-brake and turn the wheel in the opposite direction, and it actually does. The back end of the car goes sideways, so they're actually going sideways around these 90-degree turns. It's actually really cool to see, but I mean, I think what he's kind of presenting right there, I mean, the Japanese, I mean, they're coming up with so many unique approaches to things. I mean, even with street racing in that respect, because they don't have the straightaways like we do here. So they drive up on the mountain roads or in parking garages. I mean, that's... Even with what you were saying, with the tanks.
Yeah.
A lot of people think Japan's flat, and it's like, I mean, it's pretty diverse with its with the topography of the island.
Yeah.
So it's not like you're just going in a flat surface on a beach or a rice field or something like that.
I can show you pictures of it using its hydro pneumatic suspension, but if I try to look up videos of it, it's just all about all World of Tanks videos, which makes it kind of hard to actually show the hydro pneumatic suspension in action.
Senpai's got to go to bed. He said he
Well,
can't keep his eyes open.
Sorry about that, Senpai. We didn't think that
We'd be stuck waiting forever. Gotta love how that works out, right?
Yep.
No,
Thank you,
you don't have to
Wargaming.
say sorry. It's not your fault.
It's Wargaming's fault.
Yeah.
This is their game. They're the ones who are making the wait so long.
Night, night, senpai.
Night, Senpai.
Sleep good.
Have a good sleep. Okay. Should we try again?
Yeah, I can play a couple more. If we actually are able to play. That's something else I was looking at with what you were saying about warships.
Yeah.
With the divisions. And I've noticed that when I play by myself, in the old meta,
Yeah.
I'd win probably about 60% of my matches. If I play with one other person, it'd be about 55, 57, right around there. And then if I played with a full 3-man div, it dropped down to about 48, 47. I was shocked how much it drops,
Yeah.
So it's pretty obvious that they penalize you.
Yeah, they punish the crap out of you.
This is kind of weird, though, that we have so many people in queue.
To be honest, I think it's because of the division. I think Wargaming's punishing us for,
Having a division.
yeah, because that's Wargaming does it in all of their games. Oh, you want to play with your friends? Well, sorry, you can't do that. That's against our fun meter.
We had that happen in Warplanes too.
We actually got a match.
Damn. All
I
times.
think well, look, it's all divisions. Wait. What the heck? Well, why is there divisions or oh wait, no, never mind. Sorry, I was looking at the rank thing and thinking it was divisions. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. My bad. I'm actually going to go left because this tank's more a ridgeline fighter. So is yours. We're not
Okay.
meant for cities. Yeah, if I remember correctly, I think this engine's a diesel engine. I may be wrong, but I think this is a diesel engine in this tank. Oh, sorry, Brill? Looks like they all went city. Jeez, the gravity is kind of painful sometimes. Peekaboo.
I'm in your way. Sorry.
It's okay.
I
Yeah,
didn't see him through the bush.
I see.
I'm actually gonna flank around the other side of the building.
Peekaboo. I shot my the enemy Type 71. Peekaboo. Oh, behind me. I'm all back off. I tracked him. Wow, he still has full speed even though I broke his track.
I tracked him too. That's the messed up part.
Oh, behind. I'm gonna push forward. Oh, that's a Jagdpanzer. I don't want to stand in front of him. Ooh, okay, I barely dodged this round. I'll try to get rid of the E100. E100's toast. I don't want to sit in front of the Jagdpanzer. Ooh, I just ate a shot from the Ho-Ri.
One hit point left on the Type 71.
Oh, yep, wow, he got very lucky. Shoot HE at him if you see him. We don't have reload times on our round switches. So if you see him, if you shoot HE, you have a very high chance of killing him. Ow. That didn't feel good.
Got his fuel tank.
Ho-Ri. I smacked the Ho-Ri. I should rebuy back my Ho-Ri. Because it has a very good gun on it. I broke his track. Ooh! 2,000
of us.
assisted.
All three of us tag teamed him. I got him right at the top of his jump for a love tap. Woohoo!
That was a good match.
Yeah. One donut.
Eat the donut.
Be one with the donut.
I may play a tank that is not a good idea.
Oh wow.
I have a lot more ammo I can put on this thing. Okay, time to be dumb. The FV215B183. Do you know how big its gun is? 183 millimeter.
Oh wow.
It's the biggest non-artillery gun in World of Tanks. Artillery-wise, the biggest artillery one, unless they added, I think they actually added on PC the Sturm Tiger, which is bigger. What size is the Sturm Tiger? Sturm Tiger tank. The Sturm Tiger has a stub nose howitzer. Come on, Google. It has gun. 380 millimeter. And if the Carl Garat was in the game, that would have a 600 millimeter gun.
That's bigger than battleship turrets. The only difference would be the caliber, which actually means different in ships than it does in guns.
Let's yeah, the Carl Garat had a 600 millimeter diameter gun, and its shells were 2,000 kilograms.
Now, see, that would be like tier 10 or tier 11 for the weight of the shells.
Yeah.
But the size of the shells, well, that's also wasn't the Garat, it wasn't a tank, was it?
It's technically a tank because it's on it's a self-propelled siege mortar. It's in the same in the same designation as artillery.
The key distinction between that and like the up end of the battleships,
yeah,
is the length of the barrel, the caliber.
Yeah, the Carl Garat actually had the smaller gun that had a pretty long barrel, but the big gun was a stub nose. The smaller gun, let me see what the smaller gun's caliber was. I think it was a 400 millimeter.
See, and that's a confusing part I had with the ships.
Yeah.
When you have, like, let's say a 457 millimeter gun.
Yeah.
That's the size of the shell. It's not the caliber in ship terms. It's actually the length of the barrel, which I didn't know.
Dad, the smaller gun was a 540 millimeter gun.
Wow.
And that thing had a long barrel. The 540 did.
So it had some pretty good range then.
Yeah. Well, even the stub nose had good range. Let me see. Max range for the 600 millimeter gun for its heavy concrete piercing shell was 4,000 yards. 4,000 meters. I mean, 4,320 meters. And then for its light concrete piercing shell was 6,440 meters.
So basically, the first one,
yeah,
it's almost a mile in range.
I see. And then for the 540 millimeter gun, its max range was 10,000 meters.
Which would be probably about 6.5 miles, roughly.
Do you know how far they could penetrate in concrete?
I would assume with the size of the shell, if they were using something like, let's say, AP, it should be able to punch right through concrete.
The 600 millimeter gun could penetrate 2.5 meters of concrete, and the 540 millimeter gun could penetrate 3.5 meters of concrete.
Which, again, the first number,
yeah,
that's about 7.5 to 8 feet. That's further inward than you are tall. And
The
you're a tall guy too, so.
The main thing that I think what was scary with these is I think they had they had a very big explosive payload as well, even though they're armor piercing.
Were the shells just one shell, or was it in separate pieces?
It was. That's a good question.
Because like in a lot of tanks,
Yeah.
it's one shell, but when it's ships, they use cordite, and then they have the head.
It's hard to say. It looks like it's one giant shell.
So yeah, it's more like a tank, which would make sense because, well, the hard part though is that means it's a lot heavier.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? There's an easy way to check, because the Carl Garat, even though it's a World War II tank, they actually have videos of it getting reloaded and fired. So I can tell you based on the reload process.
Because it's got a shell, and then they have these white they're like white soft canisters going in behind it.
Yeah.
Those would be the cordite, which are used for shooting it. If it's just one shell going in there, then it's like a tank.
You know what's funny?
Huh.
It actually has a built-in crane on it for the shells because of how heavy they are.
I'm betting it's just one giant shell.
Let's see. I'll tell you right now, because here's a video of it at Sevastopol. I can tell once the video loads. Come on, Google. How's my resources looking? They're looking fine. It's just Chrome being Chrome. Yeah, it's one giant shell.
Yeah, I was kind of figuring that.
Yeah.
The
shell's big enough that they actually have. You know, how on ships they have a mine cart to carry the shell.
Uh-huh.
The Carl Garat also has that.
Seeing the reason why like the U.S. went automated with a lot of the loading.
Yeah.
Was because I think it was World War I with the British.
Yeah.
Because the cordite was relatively heavy and the shell was heavy.
Hey, wake up.
They'd bring up all the cordite and leave it next to the turret.
We got a match. But yeah.
And they'd get magazined a lot.
Did you want to know something interesting to add?
Huh.
A lot of the tanks at tier 10, and some of them at tier 9 are main battle tanks. I don't know if you know what those are.
Let's go.
Yeah, you and I have talked about it.
Yeah. The main battle tanks are the tanks that the evolution of basically mediums and heavies. Heavies became obsolete, and mediums became somewhat obsolete, and they got replaced by main battle tanks, which were basically a singular tank that fits both the heavy and medium role.
You know what's funny with that?
Oh, what?
Then you see like the Abrams. I mean, the U.S. just keeps on making that thing heavier and heavier.
Oh, I almost hit the FB up there. Ow, that hurt. Okay, I did not realize you were there already. Ow, I'm dead.
Crap. I really got launched there.
Okay, low gravity's kind of yeah, I'm screwed. I accidentally launched myself on top of the building.
I can't do anything to the object from the front.
They were already at our spawn. I didn't even notice. That's why we need to focus on the game
We
instead of...
didn't penetrate their
Yeah.
armor.
Because I just died without doing anything because we weren't paying attention.
Now I'm screwed.
One of our trucks was hit.
Now you see why, right, Dad?
Our loader is gone.
Yeah.
We can't fire as fast. We just sting them.
Yeah, nothing I can do there.
Back to garage, Dad. Yeah, and when the match starts, we stop talking about stuff. Just that way we don't have that happen again.
That's no fun. No, I understand.
Because that's going to be a huge loss for me, money-wise.
No, it's not going to help my cause either. I bought equipment for two tier 10s,
Yeah?
and that took a massive bite out of my money, and I'm sure this isn't going to help my cause either.
You're going to lose like 100,000 credits. And that's why you pay attention when the match starts.
God, those TDs, I mean, their armor's so flippin' strong.
No, I don't mean to be a killjoy.
No. I totally agree. I was sitting there trying to think about main battle tanks, and then...
But, like the tank that I'm playing right here, this was, this is, I think, a predecessor or prototype to, the Japanese main battle tank that they made for defense in, like, the... it was in the 80s or the 90s that they made this. The STB-1 is still in service, and that's in this game too. That's a medium tank, which looks a lot like this, but it's a lot lighter. But I'm heading left.
I'm following you.
Okay, thank you.
I know the... Well, that's been my drawback in this game.
Yeah?
I don't know the lay of the land a lot of the maps.
I have gun depression. Wow, lag. The Objects 268/4 that has stupidly strong armor in the front. It's also stupidly fast if you notice.
He's plowing right through it like it's nothing.
Yeah, but there's a lot of them in here. You basically, if you see one of those things, you just want to load Premium and try to shoot in a weak spot that you see. As you're not, there's going to be almost no areas on it that you can penetrate with normal rounds. You'd have to get around it in order to do that. I smacked the AMX. I hit my cupola. Wow, you hit the very top of it. Oh, lucky shot. I missed. My shot went right past his cupola. Oh wow. Up and there's the other Russian tank destroyer. I broke his track, but I didn't penetrate his track. Be careful, that thing shoots super fast, and it has the IS-7's gun on it.
Somebody else drilled me right there.
I missed. Hi, E100. Are we getting flanked?
Yeah.
Oh, I just took a big round. I bounced off his front. Why is this game running so poorly? It wasn't doing this before. And it's not using up any resources. Oh. I bounced off this roof. Holy crap, I'm blocking a lot of damage. Got rid of the AMX. I'm getting hammered. Holy crap, I'm bouncing a lot. Give me back my reloader.
I stuffed a ton of damage there, but there wasn't much I could do.
I've been nullifying a lot of damage too. Oh, crap. Wow.
Yeah, so you're getting stuck in the same boat that I was in.
Up there I go. I blocked a lot of damage. I wonder how much. Oh, this is over. 5T57. Our team really wasn't that good.
Deal was saying, what is blasphemy? And he says, it frames in game modes time to time. Yeah,
Also, so that's just normal?
yeah, that's what Deal's saying.
I see. It's just Wargaming Spaghetti code, because Warships is the same. Wow, I blocked 5,000 damage.
I didn't do shit for damage. Yeah, this thing's really good at stuffing damage if you got it angled.
Yep, angling is its main strength. And you have to angle your turret too, because
Yeah.
they can penetrate the face of it.
That's kind of the pain with the turret being, you know, the speed that it is.
Yeah, my turret felt slow there. I need to check my equipment, because I thought the turret wasn't that slow in this on this tank. I thought that was one of its main strengths, was it had a decent, you know, like a decent turret rotation. I'm gonna check. Oh, that's camo. That's not turret. Rank. That. What's the turret rotation? 17 degrees a second? Wow, that's slow. That's super slow. And I do have improved fuel on it too. I guess they nerfed the crap out of its turret rotation.
We're
and
actually
powered
on.
away.
We're actually on TeamSpeak Deal because it's a private server and it's free. One of the guys, the clan leader for Warships, lets us use it.
Okay, so that's okay. So I have better gun depression with that.
We could drag you in.
Yeah, if you want, or we can leave your friends behind. How much longer do you want to play, by the way?
Well, the crappy part is well, now we're starting to get matches, and I think it's because we're in a smaller tune.
Yeah.
I'm game to do it again.
Okay.
Do it one more time and then probably have to call quits.
So are you ready? Okay, you are ready. Okay.
We're actually just gonna do one more deal and then I gotta skedaddle.
I'll probably make something to eat as well. Something substantial and not just ramen.
Actually, the ramen was pretty good.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
The way I made it?
Well,
Oh.
I almost never eat ramen, so
I see. Yeah, I made it a bit spicy.
yeah, I noticed.
Yes, ramen doesn't really stick with you.
I try to limit it to about 2 to 3 hours. Part of it is I'd like to actually hop on and try out a couple other games at odd hours, but I just haven't had a chance.
With Warframe, once I can actually play on PC, which that should be later next month, I'll definitely want to play that a lot more.
Which I'd be totally game for. To be honest,
Yeah?
I love killing things.
Just don't take that out of context.
Well, I mean, like in the games.
Yeah.
Our clan should be okay. I was actually tempted to try out.
On tanks, our clans, it's screwed.
Oh, because we have all those weird people that have been.
I think they're bots because they play like it looks like they played like 10 to 50 matches and then they just never played again. And there's like 48 of them, or not 48, but there's a lot of them. So It's like I don't really feel like spending like an hour going through getting rid of them all. I've noticed some will leave and they instantly get replaced with new ones.
Oh, Deal's offering we could join his clan.
Oh,
We'd have to talk to
Well,
Senpai and see,
the-
try to get him in too.
well, one thing
Yeah.
is though, also deal we don't play that often, so
Yeah, I mean, maybe what, once every couple weeks or once a month.
yeah. So I wouldn't worry about deal. We don't want to cause trouble. We play a decent amount of games, so
Oh, he says it's okay.
it's like the game we've been playing more of, which is kind of weird because this game's a lot more stable. Is Warships.
Yeah, which is funny because that one, we call it new meta, but it's a combination of three things that are problems in the game because they don't have security in the game. But the game, yeah, I mean, that's the sucky part. Wargaming comes up with some really good games. I mean, like this one. But with a lot of them, they cut corners, and in the long run, it bites them in the butt. Because I love warplanes as well, and it's like... Oh, he says that's what my clan is for. I'm going to try to probably, if I can get enough done tonight, I might hop on briefly tomorrow. And there's 3 games I want to try out, and I might try one of them out a little bit tomorrow. And I figured if I did that, Mika,
Yeah.
I'd probably do it while you're asleep, because they're one-player games.
Okay.
Well, one of them, Gloomhaven, is actually a 4-player game, but you'd have to have it, you know.
Yeah.
I heard that, but where the hell did I... Oh,
Oh, your phone tree.
no. Yeah, it's giving me a notification of a article that's about to come out. Yeah, the hard part you're gonna find is when you get up into the top tiers, because the lower tiers, they have a lot of bots, and the bots are tactically morons, but they have like this insanely good aim, and they're impossible to hit with torps. In the higher tiers, you deal with the new meta players, where they've got an edge that you don't have. And now they're starting to migrate to Europe, from what I've seen. They're the problem that Ships has got, and this is something that this game doesn't have. They had about 3 years ago. Most of the community contributors left the game, and it was because they weren't listening to the fan base. They just got rid of the forum, and now it's all in Discord, and they delete threads that they don't like, and they screwed over one of the community contributors that was actually she gave some insanely good insights on ships, and was actually doing custom builds for ships that Wargaming could use. And
They basically gave her the middle finger.
and she left, and when she left, about 90% of the community contributors left. Well, and see, tanks, I don't know, tanks Blitz, I've been really impressed with.
I really liked World of Tanks console until they did a major update that kind of heavily hurt the game, and then they just kept going down and down, and my PS4 can no longer play it, so it's just like, eh. I had fun. I had some tanks I really liked, but yeah, it happens.
Well, and the sad part with this is that they just had one ship that was the first one you can earn that I've seen in, what, 2-3 years?
Yep.
That wasn't part of the dockyard. In the dockyard, you can't even earn that. You can earn the mid-tier one if they have one. but the main ship you can't earn. You can get most of the way, and then you got to pay for the rest of the way.
You must give them money. Lots of money.
Well, and the sad part with that is I think they've only had maybe 3 of them that were worth getting.
It's funny, the Heisen, before, it was worth it at first, and then they just nerfed it into the ground.
Well, and it's like the Anchorage could have been a really, really good ship.
Yeah?
All they had to do is use the same formula that they used for the Kutuzov, which was have smoke, good range, and small caliber rounds. And instead, they shortened the range on the guns, gave it longer range torps, and made the guns big enough that your smoke's almost counterintuitive. So the smoke's good for running away, but it's not exactly the best for dropping smoke, sitting there with your guns and pounding the crap out of things unless they're close to your max range. And the range isn't that good. It's decent, but it's not that good for the tier. Oh, wow. He said the console, sadly, is not supported anymore.
Oh, World Tanks console?
See, and that's the funny part. The RU server, what do they, on the console or on tanks, what do they call the server in Russia?
There wasn't one.
Because they have, in warships, they call it CIS, which is actually Russia and the countries surrounding it, like Kazakhstan, Estonia, places like that.
On console, they had NA, they had NA, EU, and they had Asia, but no one was playing on Asia, so they got rid of it.
See, and he was saying on Blitz, it's called APAC, and in warships, it's called the C server, SEA. But it's not owned by Lusta or by Wargaming. It's actually owned by a Chinese company, and they license it out from Wargaming. And they receive the updates from Wargaming or Lusta. I don't know which one, since they tried to separate them. But the C server's been dying in terms of traffic, and they've been padding the numbers with bots. But I've talked to some of the people out there, and they've been migrating to the North American server and now the European server because they cranked the difficulty of the bots so high that they're almost impossible to play. Oh, wow. He said Lusta's splitting from Wargaming. I wonder how they're going to work that out, because Wargaming, they try to portray that they were separate, but Lusta was owned by
Holy
Wargaming.
crap.
10 minutes.
Yeah, I would say let's play a different... I'm just going to take us off gravity. We'll do a normal.
So tier 10, okay.
Well, we can do a different tier if you
No.
want. No?
No, I was actually having fun with this with you.
Gravity kind of... for movement, it was kind of getting painful at times. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's like sliding in that. And not turning when you want it to turn.
The funny part with this deal is, with Lusta, I knew 2 of the programmers there. And then I knew a bunch of the community contributors in Europe and the US. And when that whole, pretty much the 2 things that where I lost all ties with Wargaming was the big exodus of the community contributors. I would say when Earl T, I think it was Earl Grey T, I think that's what he went by, when he left, it started to fall apart. And then when Lusta when Lesta was its own separate entity in the eyes of wargaming, a lot of the programmers actually quit out there. So, sorry, Mika.
Oh, for what?
Going off on a rant like that.
Oh no, it's okay.
I mean, I'm still friends with a lot of the people, but I just don't really have a reason to talk to a lot of them. Which really sucks, but
It happens.
yeah. Well, it's like I knew one of the community contributors out of France.
Viva la... yeah.
And when he left, 'cause he left, I think, around the time Jingles and them left. You know, I talked to him maybe like twice after that, and then it was just, you know, just really haven't had a reason to talk. 'Cause he quit the game entirely.
Which honestly fair, because of Wargaming really isn't a good company with their games.
Well, it's pretty sad when you have Feminelli leave.
Yeah.
And she goes to work for EA Sports, and she says she's having a better experience working at EA Sports than she did working for Wargaming. And everything I know about EA Sports, including the
They
one
have
that
a
was
bad
here,
reputation.
yeah, they had a huge hub here where we're at, and now it's just a little tiny hub that focuses just on one sport that's not really popular. It's a niche sport like tennis or golf or one of those, you know.
EA has quite a few sports games still.
Well, yeah, but I mean the one that they had here that develops the games here in our state.
I see.
Because they were actually working on like 6 or 7 different games.
Yeah.
And they were in downtown. They actually had a huge building here, and now it's just it's in an outskirt town. I think they have like maybe 20 people working there, maybe less, and they only work on one game that comes out once a year.
Yeah, the main thing that EA's doing that they've been milking is they make the they make like the wrestling. I think they make the wrestling games. I don't know about the wrestling, but they make like NBA 2024 or Football Manager 2024 or stuff like that.
Well, and they do other less known sports like tennis, golf, stuff like that.
Yeah,
Which,
and it usually has a year on it.
Yeah.
So they can make it every year.
You know what's funny with those?
Oh, what?
So you spend $60 buying it for this year. Next year, you know how much it's worth?
Nothing.
About $2.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing.
Do what's funny also? Like NBA 2024 or Football Manager, they usually have like card packs that you can buy for like $5 each, and if you open it, you may get like LeBron James or something like that. That's how they milk you.
Well, that and like with the WWE.
Yeah.
I've noticed.
I don't know if that's made by them.
Well, no, I mean, but it's the same methodology with that. One of the things that they've been doing is like the Undertaker. They'll come out with like 5 or 6 different versions of him, and so they're coming out with like versions of the same wrestler. But there's there's so many companies out there in wrestling, and they all have wrestling games that come out every year. So I wouldn't be surprised if EA Sports is doing one of them. Because I think one of the subsidiaries of Warner Brothers does one of them. Oh, let's see.
Wow, 5 minutes, and this is normal queue.
God, you don't want to play the low tiers. Look at that. Nobody in 1 or 2.
I
people
think
in
Blitz
3.
maybe it's at this time of night, but it seems like Blitz is kind of dying.
It's not even that late. I mean, you look at warships, it's usually in about 3 hours.
Yeah.
That they see a massive dip. Warplanes, it was usually about 2 hours from now. I mean, it's still, it's late, but it's not real late, you know?
Yeah.
They should, it should still be a healthy number for where we're at. I mean, in North America. Yeah,
I'm wondering
6
if...
minutes.
Yep. And we're both playing heavy tanks, so I guess it's too common of a role or something. Here, let's play a lower tier since that's obviously,
What tier do you want to play?
let's do, you choose.
Let's do 8.
8? Okay.
That seems to be the one that we've had the best luck with when it comes to getting matches.
Yeah. Now, which 8 to play is the question.
I wish I was better with the tanks, but that's where this is really different than warships.
Yeah?
Warships, once you play a match and you see how easy it is to get penetrated by different ship types, and then, you can react to it,
I would say... Oh.
I was going to say, with this, you have weak spots that you may not even know you have.
The thing I would say is, in warships, the ships, they pretty much all play the same. It's just the shells are slightly different.
Yeah.
Like, for example, the Japanese destroyers and the Loyang play very similar. You know, the tier 8 Pan-Asian DD.
Yeah.
I would say tanks have a lot more uniqueness to the vehicles.
Well, and that's where it's almost like you have to go through a university to know how to play this, not just for the gameplay and the maps, but also which ones to angle, which ones you can go straight in, and where your weak spots are, like with cupolas and everything else.
Yeah. But yeah, if you look at my tank, I have 2 cupolas. It's just one's barely elevated, and the driver's hatch is smooth again on the whole. Your tank, you have a tall cupola. You have a multi-step cupola, and they can pen the multi-step, the step below the cupola.
Huh. I never noticed that. Yeah, he was saying Bushka still knows him, deal. And he says he only takes Wargaming's money now.
Yeah, I would say it's definitely not. You definitely shouldn't buy stuff from Wargaming. You aren't winning anything buying anything from them anymore.
Well, and the huge eye opener for me with that,
yeah,
was the Picklebone from our clan.
Yeah.
He got into an argument when they did the rework on the aircraft carriers, so they deleted his account. And then he in retaliation, he made a new account.
Yeah. Gave
himself a pardon my language, but a smartass name, which I won't repeat here. And they removed the name, called him renamed user, and then he gave himself another
we got Matt
unique name, and they deleted his account again.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Time to roll out.
This map, I haven't really played this map. I'm going to the field, I think.
I'm backing you up.
What tank are you playing? Oh, you're playing the mutants. You may be okay. I would say try to stay on the low ground in the field. So there's lower areas, like where the HWK is, that's a lower area in the field.
Okay.
You just want... oh, look, there's a blimp falling down.
A Zeppelin.
A Zeppelin, yeah, not blimp. Yeah, that's... blimps are way different. For one thing, they use way different things to stay in the air.
Yeah, they don't use hydrogen. Oh, wow, that's so cool.
That's what happens when you use hydrogen. Yeah, see, Warships doesn't have stuff like that.
No,
this is a phone game.
See, and I was just gonna say, I get really picky with games that have plateaus too.
Yeah. That's one thing I have to say is all of the World of Tank, like all of the tank games that Wargaming's made, they all have had super cool like cinematic areas where stuff's happening around you. Like on console, one of the things that would happen at the start of the match is like artillery shells flying and landing all around your tank. Artillery or rockets.
You didn't like that.
That Conway's in a very bad position.
I just
He's
drilled
still
him.
sitting there.
I drilled him for 450. When we played, I've had fun.
Yeah.
Wow.
What happened?
I hit the little red spot on him.
Oh,
Got
yeah.
my reticle nice and small, and
That's a wargaming special. They do that just to screw you, so you RNG. I've noticed it happens a lot though, even though they say it's RNG. I hit the ground. I think I'm going to push this light tank once I'm loaded.
he's running.
He has 8,600 up the butt. Oh, nice shot.
Find us another target.
He ate that right up the butt too.
It's a mutant.
Penetration.
I just love tapped him.
I'm gonna reverse.
Punched right through their armor.
My reload's longer than his.
Enemy armor is damaged.
I need help. Or, well, worry about your problem, because you're dealing with, Okay, he's dead. Thank you.
Enemy is
I'll try to help with the larva. I hit the rocks in front of him.
Enemy armor is
He's
damaged.
a one shot now. Oh, nice.
Okay, T-92 got him. I'm going to go, I think the last tank's probably in the city. I'll go, right. I would say go, center city. It's, a T-28 prototype. He's gonna be like a heavy tank. Oh, okay, you ran into him. His weaknesses are his turret and his side.
I just max rolled him.
Wow, I bounced off the spot and said I could pen.
Ah, he beat me to the reload. But he's a one shot. Oh, never mind. He was a one
I
shot.
bounced off him. I bounced off him. I didn't do that great that match. RNG was screwing me that match.
Thank you, Deal.
What happened?
Oh, he said good game. Second class, maybe first.
Oh yeah, you got first on team.
That last guy I max rolled on.
Ain't cool.
Hot damn. I don't play this thing very often, but it is fun.
It has a very good gun on it. I have the other version, which is it's a tank with basically the same exact gun, but I would say a better profile, and that's the T-34.
Actually, I have the T-34.
Oh, you do? T-34, you want to abuse ridgelines more, where you hide your hole. The tank that you're playing right there, you just march forward.
March forward and pound the crap out of them.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll say let's make this one the last one. 5-second reload. That's a 5-second reload. What is my Centurion? Because they have very similar guns. 4.88. I'll do Centurion.
I still
Wait.
love this sucker.
Funny thing is, Dad,
Uh-huh.
this tank right here is one of Wargaming's specials. Can you guess what that special is?
What's that?
I guess. What's something that they like doing in both tanks and warships?
They either make them super weak or way overpowered.
Well, no, it's a specific thing. They've done it with a lot of ships and warships, and they do it a lot in tanks too.
Spill the beans. I'm
They take a tier 9 and this is
Oh.
a tier 9 that was brought down to tier 8. It actually has the tier 9 gun on it still.
wow. Yeah, that's pretty OP.
And my whole armor is the armor on it's also the same as the tier 9. The only thing is it's not the top tier 9 gun on it. The top tier 9 gun on the normal tank is I think it's a 105 millimeter gun, and this is a tier 9 I think it's like a 20 pounder or something. Should say yeah 20 pounder.
Aren't most tanks pretty much smoothbore?
No. The earlier tanks are smoothbore, but a lot of the later ones are. It really depends because, like the Panther uses squeeze bore.
Okay.
I don't know if you know what squeeze bore is.
Yeah, I've seen that. The British have quite a few tanks that are like that.
Yeah. A lot of the Japanese tanks at the higher tiers are rifled.
Los geht's!
Oh crap! This is the worst map for my tank. My tank likes ridge lines. This is a city map, which if I was playing the other tank, I would have been in a better state.
Sorry, tank destroyer.
It's IS-3 Defender. Oh wow.
Noch so einer und Sie sind fertig! Wir haben Sie böse erwischt! Wirkungstreffer!
I know how to side scrape too, IS-3.
Den haben wir fertig gemacht!
Bye bye.
Volltreffer!
Oh crap. Wow, that was a lucky shot. I ricocheted off his turret into his driver hatch.
Das muss wehtun!
Wow, this Yag Panther's been luckier than all hell.
Der ging glatt durch! Wir haben sie!
I could use your corpse as a shield.
Wir haben sie voll erwischt. Abpraller.
Max roll. Ah, he
Oh,
almost
dang it.
died.
Well, that sucked. I wanted to have one of us kill him.
Yeah.
I stuffed a lot of damage there. Yeah, 940.
I guess that's where we call it.
Yep. Good praise to Mr. Muscles. Get my rewards. So I think they kind of got skimpy on the battle pass.
Yeah, well, the battle pass doesn't even have a tank anymore.
It's got a tier 4. Yeah, no, that's it.
The thing they replaced in the battle pass is a camouflage, which is worthless on Blitz.
Yeah, well,
It's a tournament camo.
which I don't understand why they decided to do that in warships. I mean,
I think warships did it, and then Blitz had the great idea of following them. Because of wargaming loves copying off itself.
actually, the thing that's really messed up with that,
What?
they got about 40 people a day that will play World of Warplanes,
Yeah.
but that's the one they test for doing a lot of the updates on the other games.
I'm gonna X out of the game. Thank you for playing with me,
Hey, my pleasure.
and happy late birthday.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
And everybody in Stream World, I'm gonna say stick a fork in us. I gotta get some stuff done. Hopefully, we'll catch you guys tomorrow. I'll see if I can try to get on during the day. If not, we will definitely try to get on tomorrow. And we've been trying to get the Archon hunt done, but we try to play with Cut, and if we can with Troy. And Cut's just been missing in action, and just kind of worried about that. You know, if he's okay, because he's had some weather events there that have been pretty brutal, and they lost power, and I don't know what else is going on. So we're just hoping he's okay. So we'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.